Ever since the latest patch update, The Sims 4 is very broken, which is so ironic, but it genuinely happens every single time a patch update comes out. The game just fundamentally breaks. I don't think anything can be as bad as the high school years incest glitch, which was also like a pedophilia glitch at the same time. It was like a 2-in-1. These issues are not as bad, but they are pretty bad. So I really want to look over them. So the first glitch that people have been saying is that apparently you can't actually drag and drop things into the sink anymore. Oh, it's a good job 2 of us are cooking. Can we? No, see, look, can't drag and drop that into the sink. Can I drag it into the dishwasher? No. Can I drag it into the bin? No. What about the dirty plate? If we finish eating, don't clean it up. No. Okay. No, even a dirty one, you can't put it anywhere, it seems. So obviously you can click it and then clean it up that way, but you can't drag and drop things. So that's the first issue that pretty much everybody is facing. So that's kind of annoying. And I think it relates to the new way that spoiled food is being handled in the inventory, because now there's like a special way of dealing with it. I'm curious, like, do the Sims team, do they not test for these issues that are occurring? Or do they just release a patch update knowing something's going to be broken, but just not care about the consequences? That's something that I'm struggling to understand. Is it something that they know, but they just think, you know, this is a problem for later me? Or is it just like they genuinely don't test it? I don't know. Anyway, the next one is if you own The Sims 4 businesses and hobbies. And a huge part of this pack is the ability to use the class system where you can hold lectures, and you do that using the whiteboard. So, oh yeah, there used to be a whiteboard here and it's gone missing. There we go. So apparently, even if you try and place it from build mode, it just won't happen. So here's the whiteboard, and oh look, script. Did you see that? This is something like script call failed. And then apparently you just get a random one going into your like household inventory, which is very interesting. So looks like the businesses and hobbies, the like whiteboard system now doesn't work. So consider businesses and hobbies a faulty product. So if you were thinking about getting the Sims 4 businesses with no hobbies expansion pack, I would hold off for now because it's not working. Another issue, by the way, is that apparently there are dancing gnomes, and I've actually seen this myself in an older video very briefly, but I want to see if we can like replicate it, if it does it for all of the gnomes. I wonder if it works for the like cross pack gnomes or if it's just the base game gnomes, but people are saying that like gnomes have been dancing around. And at first I did think, did the Sims team do this as like a little Easter egg to the upcoming pack? But surely they wouldn't do that. I think they just fucked it, being brutally honest. Anyway, on this, oh no, yeah, see, look, they're just dancing around for no reason, like all of them. Did you see that? As soon as I placed them, they just did that weird dancing. That's been happening to a lot of people and they've been getting very, very annoyed by it. Does it happen if I place it? I want to think like if I place it on a surface. Oh yeah, it still dances on the surface. Well, there we go. Now, in addition to this, there's also an issue with pregnancy. So apparently the ability to actually have a pregnancy test isn't working. So we're going to try for a baby, obviously. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Normally you would click on the toilet and do pregnancy tests, but now we can't. Are we actually pregnant though? That is the question. We are. By the way, I don't know if you guys need this, but in the bottom right, if you go to Simology and you hover over the age, it says Sims at a pregnant carnage up. So that's how we know we're pregnant. If you hover over this, it says Sims at a pregnant carnage up. So if you can't do the pregnancy test, you just do that. Also, I just want to say these are issues that have been affecting console players as well. So it's not like a mod thing, because a lot of the time when there's a brand new patch update, everybody's games break and everybody says, oh my god, my mods are broken, my game's broken. It's like, yeah, well, you shouldn't really keep mods installed in your game after a brand new patch update. That's kind of obvious. But this one is genuinely affecting like everybody across the board. There's also an issue with high school years. Where is there not an issue with The Sims 4 high school years? I hate that pack. I'm not even going to bother testing it because it's so crap. But apparently the high school years like tasks are only showing for one teen. So like, you know, when you send teens to school, and you could technically send like multiple Sims to school, well, the tasks will only show for one of them, but not like another you take to school. People are also saying they're experiencing like totally random mootlets, which are just appearing out of nowhere. There's also apparently an issue with getting promoted, where if you get promoted in a job where there are 2 different career paths, apparently you don't get offered the path. I think the culinary career, in fact, should we just give Eliza a job. I don't know if the culinary career has different paths. Archer, oh, that's for a mod. We'll ignore that. Entertainer career definitely has multiple paths. Even if you cheat your career level up, you still get offered to go down a different branch. So we are just going to cheat it and have a look. I mean, we're getting offered down a different branch, a musician. So it looks like that's working. Let me try it with Bob Pancakes. Right now, you can see we're a line cook, but it's kind of faded. We can either be a chef or a mixologist. I'm going to click mixologist. Oh, wait, that is working. Okay, my bad. So it looks like that's working for me, although I am using cheats. I don't know if that wouldn't work in natural gameplay. Obviously, not all bugs affect everybody because everybody has a different combination of packs. I'm pretty sure there's like over 1 billion different possible combinations you could have. So it really is impossible to tell which issues would affect who. Also, something that I've been facing, which I don't know if I can replicate right now, being honest. I don't know if it would end up replicating, but I actually had an issue where I'd place a room. Oh my God, it just replicated. So I've been having issues where I place a room and there's not a roof of the room. So I'll place a room and it says remove ceiling, but there is no ceiling. So I have to click remove ceiling, then click build ceiling. I don't know if anyone else has had that issue where sometimes it's done it again. Do you know what I mean? Like I'll build a room, but then like sometimes there'll be a roof. Other times there will not be a roof. It's just like pot luck. Do you know what I mean? So this is happening to me, but I've seen nobody else talk about it. So if this is happening to you, let me know. I would report it on the EA help thing, but every time I've tried to report something on the EA help forum, the help forum bugs out for me. So the forum where you report bugs actually bugs out for me personally, which is why I just don't bother using it. But if it doesn't bug out for you, feel free to mention it. And another thing that people are complaining about is actually the brand new roofs update. So with this update, you can place sculptures on roofs. It doesn't work very well. Even if I turn bb.move objects on, you still can't really place things like you can place, do you know what I mean? It's a bit finicky. But something that this update is actually broken is being able to now place plants near like the floor. I'm going to show you what I mean. So normally like this, you can place plants like near a build like this if you wanted to. But here's the problem. And this relates, I think, more so to the brand new pack that's coming out as well, because if you're trying to make like a cute little cottage, you know, like one of those, I don't know, like New Zealand like hobbit cottages, do you know what I mean? Like I've already seen a lot of people designing stuff like this with like a grass textured roof. Well, here's the problem now. Because of the whole roof sculptures feature, because this is quite bendy, you can't actually place plants like properly near a roof on the floor. Before, with move objects on, you could place a plant like on the floor, like right into the roof. But now it's obviously a lot more difficult depending on what plant you use and where you want to try and put it. So people are kind of getting a bit stressy. It's saying here, like I have move objects on right now and I cannot place a plant next to this roof. I can place it here, but I can't like place it here. And the roof tool isn't even working on this. So basically the brand new roof tool is actually just kind of like broken roofs in the game. And it's also broken placing plants around them, which is frustrating. And in general, the latest patch update was quite a big one. Some patch updates are small, but others are really big. And because this one's quite big, it has pretty much broken like all mods. It's been quite an intense one. And I'm not having a dig at EA by saying it's broken all mods, because that's just a natural consequence of updating the game. This is just normal. So what I'm saying to you guys, because I always get comments from people saying, Satch, my mods aren't working. It's because the modders need to update the mod. But unfortunately, not all modders update their mods. Sometimes they abandon them. So a lot of your mods may be broken forever. Some of them may just take some time to get fixed. It entirely depends. But that's just a warning that your mods are not going to be working for a long time, because apparently this was like a big thing and it's basically ruined a lot of mods, and a lot of modders are having to put a lot of work in fixing them. So you'll have to be patient and wait for updates to your mods and play the game unmodded until it's all been fixed, which honestly, I have a feeling that this patch update is going to receive an emergency hotfix patch afterwards, because it has broken quite a few fundamental things. So even if your favorite modder does fix their mods, there's a chance it may just need to be updated again in a week or two. So I would just play unmodded for the time being. Your CC is most likely going to be okay. CC usually is fine, but I don't know, maybe don't risk it. It's up to you. Usually EA are very, very slow to respond to these kinds of issues, and it takes them a good few days and even acknowledge like huge game breaking things. So hopefully that they will actually acknowledge it soon. It's why I like making videos like this, because hopefully it draws more attention to them and it makes EA more likely to fix them if we complain about it. So please subscribe if you enjoy watching videos of me complaining about The Sims 4. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video.